Okay, so good evening, guys. I'm keeping it very unprofessional. I don't have a mic set up over my neck or rather a video editor to denoise it. It will be raw, but it will be impactful. Rather, a philosophical viewpoint about life, my thoughts on life. And I will summarize it quickly, will not take so much of time. But all of you can relate through it. Okay, so before talking about life, I should talk about stereotypes, stereotypical society. Like, often the society had made a framework, a social framework, a social mindset in between everyone, which somehow push us to race like rats, like donkeys. We are racing for something which is like we never question ourselves whether we are made for this thing or not. I believe that there is this, as quantum physics say, that at the end of the day, we all are waves. So I know philosophy is a very seat idea to womb out as a form of, fundamental science. So if science is saying that at the end of the day, we all are wave, we all have an entropy, we all have a string, a unified string, we're so much similar. Then what is making one person different from mine? It is the only thing how we want to live, the choices. Basically, if I talk about choices, just think how it will feel to row a boat against the stream of the river. Can you, like, it will be difficult, but I know many of you can do it. Like, if on physical terms, if I say, but it is metaphorical that just think the stream of society, the stream of choices, the stream of profession. Everyone is pushing you, like to choose this, choose that, or get lost. Okay, but you are choosing something which most of the people don't recognize. Also, like, oh, what is this? Like, isn't is it whether like what you will do in life after choosing it? It doesn't have prospectors and all those things. People will say a lot. Can you go against the social friction? It's hard, and that's where the thing called. And that's where the thing come. Absurdity. Or rather, absurdity might be a little bit hyperbolistic thought. I should talk about differences. I should talk about freedom, the personal freedom. There is a certain song from Rockstar which I always recommend in every rebellion, like which I always recommend. If something revolutionary happening in the society, whether it be social, political, economic, please play this song. I know this song is quite a bit desperate. The name of the song is Sada Haq. So it actually talks about the freedom of being what I am, and I have a quite impactful, notion to the society over the society. So the freedom of being what I am often presumed to be absurdity, a social absurdity. Like people will isolate you socially if your thoughts are a little bit absurd, if you choose something, talk about something which is not well accepted. There are many philosophies in this world. Okay, some are well accepted, some are not, but that's how the world functions. So coming to the second thing, how to cope up with this social behavior, how to cope up with everything, like the attitude of the society. There is this clean answer. I will say you, there is a thing called nihilism. And nihilism actually stretched to a very, very big idea, something rebellious, even go against many religion. But I can say, like on a basic note, nihilism actually deals with the meaningless of like the meaningless life. About it's something like the Albert Camus myth of Sisyphus, a meaningless life. Well, it will sound a little bit odd because I personally believe that living a life have a meaning in it, but often this philosophical thought, can be used, uh, you know, can be market out or rather can be productized in a method like if you have a nihilistic viewpoint over the society that all this thing going against me are meaningless for me, for my aim. If you're so much focused over your goal, you will presume like it might sound a little bit of a superiority complex, but if for the sake of your aim, for the sake of this devotion towards your choices, And if you kind of work it out, make it out, be dedicated to whatever you're choosing, then you can have this nihilistic thought in your head that, okay, I exist for myself, but for all those people who have something to say over my choices, something negative, for all of them, I'm non existential. I don't care, kind of. I will not think so much about them. And it's important because it doesn't matter how much time we say, like, I don't care, but we do care. A time comes when, like, we get tired. So, but I personally believe that there are multiple thoughts, philosophies, ways to live life. The most scientific thought can be like to believe that we came from a basic singularity. We often differ in choices, but we should not stereotype or go like, if nature is diverse, why not? Why cannot be the human society? If nature is so much productive, so much tr- transgressive, and often so much you know dual, if nature have so much color in itself, we being a part of nature, why can't we be diverse? Uh, so on a note, I'm keeping you on a note that we can live a life with diverse choices, and I feel the social diversity is very required for the society, and specifically, but to make it happen specifically, if I say, we should have this thought in our head that for the time until I don't reach at a certain point of in life, we should not think so much about others. We should presume that there is no one. I'm living in a void with my own aim. So there is a certain meaninglessness to listen to others. Those who are negating me or rather providing a friction, a social friction to my aim. So think about it. And and believe me, life is bigger. Life do not surrounds on some like two, three profession. There are many things. So explore. Go out of your home. Like break some parties, meet some people, cliff some like have a trek on a adventurous cliff. Often go for camping, go for a riverside, you know, often count the stars, do all things which makes you connected to the nature. Uh, and slowly you will feel that yes, if we can live it colorfully, life is colorful. Thank you.